All right, we got Hollywood Tonya in the building.
Hey.
I appreciate you for stopping by. I ain't think it was gonna happen.
I'm gonna make it happen now. I might not be on time, but I'm gonna be here.
Anyway, so I ain't never really, and I did some research and tried to find something that you was telling, like your life story and stuff. And I didn't never find nothing.
Yeah.
So I was like, I wonder why she ain't put her story out there.
What's crazy is I had paid for a book to be written, and actually I'm in the process of writing the book right now.
You writing it?
Yeah, well, I paid somebody else to write it, but I'm telling them my story. They're gonna put it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is it gonna be like public? You gonna put it in the stores?
Yeah, I'm gonna put it on Amazon. I'm gonna do a little book signing and everything. Mm-hmm.
You got a nice following. Do you ever be on YouTube?
No, I'm not tech savvy. That's my downfall. I'm terrible when it comes to computers, phones.
You need to get somebody to manage you, like manage that part of like pushing your brand out there.
I do.
So do you got like a line of like? Okay, we'll get into that.
Yeah,
Anyway,
I did.
Cause the hair stuff is so crazy, man. I don't know. People be getting messy with this hair stuff out here. I see that.
Super messy.
Anyway, so we'll start from the beginning. So where you from?
Born in California, Santa Ana, Orange County, California, but grew up in Little Rock, Arkansas.
So you was born in California? Dang, I wouldn't have never known.
Born in California, California girl.
So when you moved here?
When I was a kid, probably about like 4 or 5, something like that. I was a little bitty kid.
So what was your do you got any siblings?
Yeah, I'm the oldest. I got a brother and a sister. We all 2 years apart.
So you the oldest, you got a sister, you got a younger brother?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So are we all in the house together?
Yes. We're same mama, same daddy. Came from our upbringing wasn't even bad. I can say we came from a 2-parent household.
So who stayed in California then? Like your mama was out there or your daddy?
My dad, he was a Marine. He was stationed in California.
Oh.
That's how I was born in California.
Man, I don't think people really know that part about you. That's interesting. So how was your upbringing? Like, was it like middle class? Was it like poor? Because we all come from...
I'm going to say poor middle.
Poor middle. So did your mom work or like?
No, she didn't hardly work. You know what I'm saying? She kind of was like, I had a traditional upbringing. My mom was pretty much a stay-at-home mom, and my dad paid all the bills and did all the manly things. So it was that type of upbringing. Yeah. We weren't super rich, but we weren't super poor neither.
Right. So are your mom and dad still together?
No, they divorced probably about 15 years or more ago.
So did that affect you?
I'm still mad about it. They need to get back together.
So do they get along with each other?
No, they don't even talk at all.
Man.
They don't say 2 words to each other.
That's crazy. I hate when stuff like that happen.
All them damn years.
Dang. So how do your siblings, did they take it any kind of way?
They didn't care. I think I'm the only one that cared.
So why'd you care so much?
Because that's all I know, and that's how I feel like it should be. You know?
Okay.
Yeah, like what? Why? Just go in the other room and go to sleep.
So 15 years ago, so when you was like in your teens?
15 years ago, what was 15 years ago? 15 years ago,
I don't even know your
21.
age. Oh, okay. Dang. I feel like I'm getting old. I'm saying 15 years ago. I'm
36.
Yeah.
So I was 21 15 years ago.
Dang. So I guess that wouldn't affect you as much if you older, but if you younger and in the house, that probably affect you even more.
Yeah.
So that's interesting to know. Anyways, so what schools did you go to?
Elementary, I went to Forest Park. Junior high.
Where is Forest Park?
Forest Park is over there off Kavanaugh by Kroger's, over there, kind of like by Cantrell, Kavanaugh area.
Is it like a private school?
They turned it into like a private magnet or something now.
I ain't never heard of this.
Yeah, so I went to Forest Park, I went to Forest Heights, and then I went to Hall.
So y'all must have lived up
West Side.
So you from West? That's where I was getting at when I was asking you where you from. So you moved to Little Rock. So you from West Side or West End? It's a different
West Side.
Okay. And it's actually good to get somebody on here that's from these areas. And it's like hard to like talk to certain people because they want to take size too serious. Like
I don't care about none of that. That ain't got nothing to do with where I'm from. I'm from my mama Coochie. That's where I'm from.
So what middle school did you go to again?
Forest Heights. Forest Heights right by her.
I know, but was you there when they was holding the track and field meetings and stuff up there?
Mm-hmm.
I was running track up then for Cloverdale going up there.
Yeah.
I used to love going to them track meetings.
Yeah.
They was real good. So what made you get into the hair business? Or how did it start? Like, was that your passion or that was just something you just...
Something that just pretty much came natural. Honestly, it's my passion now because it come natural to me. But at first I didn't want to do hair. So how I really got started was I never forget my mom used to get her hair done every week. She'd go to the beauty shop every week. And my hair used to be ugly and my sister's hair used to be ugly. Like she'd get her hair done, but it wouldn't look good all the time. So I would watch her get her hair done and watch how they do it. And one day I'll never forget I had a little Cabbage Patch doll. I had a ponytail and I snatched that ponytail out. Seen her get her stuff rolled up. I rolled that ponytail up, put it in the microwave like they did her hair.
In the microwave? Yeah. What did the microwave do?
Oh, once you put them rollers in some wet hair and stick it in the microwave, you get curls.
But ain't the hair like plastic though?
Nah, that's human hair.
That's on the Cabbage Patch dolls?
Yes, it felt like human hair. It rolled on up.
So by you knowing hair right now, do you think that was real hair?
No, not now that I'm older, but it rolled up and curled up when I did it.
So what's the difference in the hair? Like, I don't even know. I'll be so lost when it comes to hair.
You got virgin hair. You got
So explain what these are, 'cause for people that don't really know.
Raw hair is one donor. They going in the same direction, cut completely from somebody's head, and it doesn't have a consistent pattern. It comes just like somebody's real hair come. Then they got virgin hair, which is still real hair, but it's processed. You see what I'm saying? They create a wave pattern into it. They create a curl. They kind of like chemically alter it. You see what I'm saying?
So what does process mean? That's what you mean?
Yeah, they chemically alter it by giving it a wave pattern, maybe coating it with silicone, doing whatever they need to do to make it look good. Yeah. But you can still color it and stuff like raw.
So is it true? This is what everybody used to say back in the day. So is it horsehair?
No, it's not horsehair.
But was that ever real?
If you ask me, I don't know where they getting this hair from because people buying it a little bit too much. Ain't nobody cutting their hair like that.
But would that seem like that would be something that's true almost? Because horsehair look good sometimes.
Yeah, horsehair do look good sometimes.
So you got raw hair, you got
virgin hair. You got Remy hair.
What is Remy hair?
Pack hair. The hair that you get at the hair store.
So what do most people call it? Remy hair? What about the synthetic stuff?
And then it's synthetic. Yeah, I was getting to the classes. Raw the best. Virgin is next to the best. You got Remy, that's next to the best, and then that's synthetic, then Cynthia's, that's plastic.
So
that's synthetic. It's no real hair about it.
So why would people put that in their hair?
It's cheap.
Can you tell the difference?
I can. Now, if you don't know no better, you can get a good synthetic. But if you don't,
what is a good synthetic then?
It don't shine as bright. Like synthetic wigs normally like Party City wigs. You finna get you some shine. It's finna be real shiny. It's finna look real plastic. You can't curl it. You can't put no heat on it. You can't color it. You can't do really nothing to it but put it on your head.
So what's the point of putting it on your... Well, I guess so. I guess to make your style look good. So what about the colors? Like, how do they have all these colors?
They when they process them, I guess whatever they do when they making that plastic, they color that plastic and then make a wig out of it.
So what type of hair do you prefer?
I prefer raw and virgin hair.
Raw and virgin hair. Yep. Is it a certain color or just black?
No, you can color it whatever color you want. Yeah, you can do what you want to with that raw and virgin hair once you get it. I color hair all the time.
So let me ask you this. So what's your favorite hairstyle? Because I see you on Facebook all the time. You always doing different hairstyles. What's your favorite hairstyle?
I don't know. I love every hairstyle. Okay.
What hairstyle do you feel like that's your go-to hairstyle?
I like short hairstyles on me.
I you know what? And I don't think women. Do y'all ever take the opinion of a man for when they be like, I don't think that look good?
Some women do. I don't.
Like, well, not the opinion, but like, cause I think men, okay, like me, I like short hairstyles. I don't know why, what it is.
I do too.
I think it looks more.
You get to see the neck. You get to see the facial features. You get to see the body. That's what I.
And then, but it's like it's more work into it. Cause I seen a girl doing it, and she was like, I got to do it every day, cause she had like short in the back.
Definitely more work.
But I think the short hair dudes like the bob. I like a bob.
Every guy loves a bob. Every guy loves
what is it about a bob?
And a bob. I don't know what it is.
I don't like the side part. Well, I ain't gonna say I don't. All of them look good. I like a middle part.
You do? So you like a middle part bob?
Yes. But the bob gotta be like not long though.
Short like this.
Yes.
Yeah, that's everybody.
For some reason, that looks so classy. I don't know. I don't know. That's just me.
It's a classic hairstyle. That's one hairstyle won't never go out of style. Is a bob.
So, what is the popular hairstyle now?
Wigs. Long hair wigs is what's popular right now.
So, what hairstyle do you feel like is overrated?
Ooh. Ooh. Oh my God.
That ain't weird. I can cut it out.
Okay. Oh.
I don't want to. If y'all want to put I don't want you to put nobody on blast because it's.
You say if what's
overrated? Somebody hairstyle that people getting and you like, man, why is everybody getting this hairstyle?
Oh my God. I don't think no hairstyle is overrated.
That's a good answer.
I don't think no. I like them all because it depends on the person too and what that person look like.
Right.
So I don't feel like no hairstyle overrated.
So do you feel like? Let me ask you this: do you feel like people who spend getting hair done is expensive?
Very.
Do you feel like? I'm trying to figure out how to ask this question. Do you feel like people be overspending?
Nope.
Meaning like going beyond their means trying to get hairstyle. Cause I done seen people say they spend like $600-700 and I'm like, damn.
It can go in the thousands.
I'm talking about for a regular person.
Yeah, for a regular person it do be about $600 or more dollars, yeah.
What? Why would it be that much?
Let me tell you why though. Because if you buy the hair and get the hairstyle, or buy the wig and get the hairstyle, or if the wig is long, you're going to spend that much anyway. But there's some quality if it's that expensive too. So guess what? You're really saving money on the back end because you can wear it over and over and over and not buy no more weave.
So let me ask you this. Me personally, I like bobs and I like braids.
You like braids? That's all. You know what? You said what's an overrated hairstyle? Braids. I hate braids and ponytails.
Probably pony. Yeah, that's like a lazy
braids
thing.
And ponytails.
Braids. Why you hate braids? Okay, it depends on what. I like the braids like how Alicia Keys used to have her hair.
I never liked it.
What?
I feel like braids, you can't dress them up. Imagine me trying to go to a gala or a ball with some braids in my hair.
You can't do it a certain way. Like, no. I done seen some girls do their hair with braids that look.
What's sexy about braids? You can't just throw it out your eye like a bang. Like, braids? It's not giving sexy. It's giving earthy.
Have you ever wore braids? I ain't never seen you.
One time, and that's when I was pregnant. I don't like braids. You ain't gonna catch me wearing that braids, really.
So, do you feel like that's a lazy hairstyle?
I feel like it's lazy and I feel like it's not sexy. I feel like it's childish. Braids and ponytails is childish. I do that to my daughter. My daughter gets braids and ponytails.
I mean, that could be so maybe people ain't got a whole lot of money to spend on these expensive hairdos.
Oh, okay, yeah. Anything to keep your hair maintenance. Now, if you ain't got the money to keep your hair like you want to, get what you can.
But they just overrated in your eyes.
Yes, yeah.
That's crazy because I don't know why I like and then I'm starting to see I guess I be on the internet too much, and I just see people, and it's like everybody do the same hairstyle.
That's true, and I'm tired of that too.
And I'm like, why don't nobody got their own styles no more?
But see, I do. Like if you look through my page,
now you got a whole lot of styles. Yeah. But like you will see a trend. You will see one person winning, and like everybody got it.
Everybody got their hair either a part down the middle or part down the side, long down.
So do you like a side part or a middle part? You personally.
Now back from 2010 to maybe 16, 18, I was a middle part girl. Now I'm a side part girl.
What's the difference? Like what made you feel like you're a side part girl now?
Cause side parts are sexy. It's flirty. I can laugh. It's laugh in a nigga face.
So why you can't do that with a middle part?
Cause a middle part, what you gonna do?
Oh, okay, I get it.
You know, like.
But see, from a man's standpoint, we don't be understanding that type of stuff.
You can look at them through your bang, like.
From a man's standpoint, it's like we don't think about that kind of stuff, like waving your hair and all that.
I do.
So
I like it.
Okay, so you got into hair when you was young, doing the Cabbage Patch doll hair.
Yeah.
So what made you start getting sick? Okay, so was you working like a 9 to 5 or anything before you was doing it?
I started charging to do hair when I was in junior high school.
So you never had a job?
No, never had a job. I've been an entrepreneur all my life.
Wow.
Yep, charging to do hair. I've been charging to do hair since I was a teenager.
I remember back in school getting your hair braided did you have a braid hair?
I started off as a braider. I could braid your name in your head.
So what made you go away from that?
I was doing pretty much everything, but what made me go away from it is I realized I make more money doing weaves. People spend more money on weaves. It's more of a high ticket service.
So don't the braids got weave in it?
Yeah, but you know how much their hair is at the hair store? $2.
For braids?
For the braid hair in the pack, you're going to spend $2 to $5 for a pack. And then you might pay somebody $100, $200 to braid it.
So with that hair, do you use the cheap stuff or you use the real stuff?
It's synthetic. It's Kinkalon hair. It's synthetic hair, so that's why it's cheap like that.
So have you ever seen people put the real hair, like you said, raw hair or whatever in their head?
People really don't do that because they'll spend too much money trying to do that. To fill a whole head full of braids or raw hair, that's gonna be more expensive than doing a wig or a weave. So people really don't do that. If they do, it's rare.
That's interesting. I didn't know you started out like that. So when did you realize that you really can make money from doing this?
I actually ran away from hair, believe it or not. Before I even went to hair school, I went to Pulaski Tech. And I was going to school to be a psychologist at first. What I really wanted to do was psychology, either be a lawyer or go to school for business to be like a CEO of a companies.
So have you thought about going back to school?
Yes, I do want to go back to school.
And what would it be in?
I'll probably go to school to be either a lawyer or go to school for business. To take that CEO role.
Man, being a lawyer is crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy for real. It's a lot of money in that though.
Yeah, so I just don't feel like doing them 8 years. Both of them gonna take 8 years. I choose the stuff that take the longest. I'm already almost 40. I don't know if I can pull an 8 like that. I couldn't do that. That's gonna Time gonna pass anyway though. Look at it like that. Time gonna pass anyway.
Man, that's too much. I can't do that. So you never had a real job. That's interesting. So you started making money in school. You braiding people hair in school, doing that stuff, and
quick weaves too. I was braiding their hair and doing quick weaves.
What is a quick weave?
Where you just get the glue and glue the tracks to your head instead of sewing it.
That's what I wanted to ask you because I know you. I always be looking at it like maybe I'm ignorant to it, but like, do the glue mess up your hair or anything?
If you take it out wrong, or if whoever doing it put it in wrong, that's the only time you mess your hair up.
How do you take out glue?
Well, I personally tell people go straight to the bowl and wash it out and put some conditioner and then slide it out, or you can get some glue remover. They got glue remover on there that you just put on the tracks and they just slide right on out.
Okay, so going off of that, and this just popped up in my head. What do you feel about the men getting?
I love it. I love the man wigs. I done done a few of
Man, that I mean, hey, to each is his own. I don't have no. I ain't never had no hair issues like, but I don't know. It's weird when you see guys getting like extensions and stuff in their
Now, I
head.
ain't gonna lie, if I was a man, I wouldn't do it. I personally wouldn't do it. But I mean, and I ain't gonna lie, if I notice it on a man, I'm gonna tell him I don't like it. But
How
I
would you
like
notice it though?
I can notice a weave from a mile away. I don't care who do it. I don't care if the Lord Himself came down and put the weave on there. I know what a weave look like.
So, okay, so what kind of hair do a man hair is? Like when because I done seen them do like waves and stuff. I'm like,
They
how
come
the
in
fuck?
different units. They have a unit that be wave. You can pick your style: waves, dreadlocks, the little spikes, whatever color you want. It's coming in a little piece.
So how do men put it in their hair though?
Glue it.
Oh man,
You glue it. You glue it. Right on the top wherever the bald spot is. You shape it into that spot, and you blend whatever hair they got left. You blend that right into it.
so you know how to cut.
Yes, I'm a barber and a cosmetologist. I went to barber school and cosmetology school, and I got my instructor's license. So I done did all three.
So what cosmetology school you go to?
I went to Arkansas Beauty School, and that was
Where is
in
it?
Southwest on Baseline, but they closed it and turned it into some suites.
Beauty school. I'm trying to see where that was at.
Arkansas Beauty School.
I heard of it. I can't remember where it was at in Southwest.
Over there, it was that Guy Springs. It was by some apartments. It's apartments right next door. It was a fun watch.
Was it on 65th? Because they got like a barber college over there now.
That's actually a spinoff from that school, but nah, it's not right.
Yeah,
there
you know what? Because my mama used to go there way back in the day.
Yep.
So what barber school did you go? Is this the same stuff or?
It's totally different. The barber school I went to is Arkansas Barber College, ABC.
Where is that at?
They got a location over there off, what is it, Reservoir in that shopping center. They got a location in North Little Rock by the bus station. And they got another location, if I'm not mistaken, in Southwest.
So what's the one that's over there in North Little Rock? By
New Tyler.
Is that New Tyler? And Shorty Guard over there?
New Tyler.
That's been
there
around
forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is that like when they around that long, is that like good schools or they just, because I hear everybody go through that.
Yeah, they more prestige. They known for, I guess, being around a long time. I personally don't judge it off of them being around a long time, though, but other people do. I don't. They don't make it better in my eyes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when did the hair like start taking off for you? Like you notice, like, you know what? I can get money doing this, like, and establish myself.
Okay, so long story short, I went to prison, right?
What?
Yes, I've been to prison. But let me tell you, so long story short, I went to prison and I said, you know what? The stuff I want to do, I can't do it. I got to work for myself. I'm going to go for what I know and go to hair school. And I said, this got to work. I told myself, I got a point to prove to these people. When I went to prison, I got a point to prove to myself that they ain't stopped nothing.
So you went to jail or you went to prison?
Prison.
Like an ADC?
ADC number, yes.
Wow,
Yes.
that's interesting. That's gonna be news to people. But that's why this like a bio interview, so people know about your background though.
Yeah, so that's actually what made me kick it up into high gear. When I got out, I said, you know what, I gotta make this hair shit work now.
So when you got out and you started doing, like, what did that look like? Like, did you start doing hair at the house? Did you get in somebody's shop?
Because I was doing hair in the house before I went, and then when I got out, I was doing hair in the house as well. But as soon as I got out, I went to barbering school. I mean, cosmetology school. I was in cosmetology school before I went, and when I got out, I went to barbering school.
Okay, so what was that experience like going to the hair school?
I enjoyed it.
Like,
I liked it.
Cause I know a lot of people that went to stuff like that and they didn't ever finish.
I enjoyed it, but that's because it came natural to me and I was intrigued by it. Yeah, I mean, it's hair. That's all I knew at that point in time. So
okay, so rewind a bit. So not to get deep into it, like, how old was you when you went to prison?
Oh, I think I was 19, 20 when I went to prison.
So you graduated or?
I graduated school and went straight to
Okay.
prison. Oh
Damn.
my God.
But that probably, you end up getting your diploma. That probably helped because
Yeah.
you needed that to get in hair school and stuff,
Yeah,
right?
I had already graduated high school by then.
Oh,
I didn't get
okay.
in trouble until maybe about a year or so after graduating high school. So that's why I
Okay.
said 19. About 19, 20 is when I went in.
So when you go from hair school to barber school, or you did it reverse?
I went from hair school to barber school.
So how was the barber school thing?
I actually liked barber school more than cosmetology school.
Really? Why is that?
Because they let us do more. We were able to do weaves there. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I learned different ways to cut and kind of mix the two together after I went to barber school. I just had more hands-on experience. It was a little bit more open to black people too. Cosmetology school is kind of more so focused on, you know. The barber schools, I hate to say it, but the barber schools be a little bit more ghetto. I'm gonna go and say it. They be a little bit more ghetto. So you doing weaves and the pump it up and the spritz. You doing all of that in the barber school.
So in the hair school, did you do like white people hair?
Yes.
So did that help you later on?
Yeah, because I do
doing that
white
earlier
hair now.
So that's good.
I can do any race hair. So I have white male clients. I have white female clients. You know, so it makes it's easy for me now.
So okay, so is it easier to do white people hair or black people hair?
White people hair. Far as cutting and styling white people hair, yes.
Well, yeah, because they don't get our type of hairstyles anyway.
Yeah, you know,
like braids and stuff. But it seemed like more. I mean, and not making it a race thing, but it's starting to seem like I'm starting to see a lot more white people do like what black people be doing with their hair.
They've been doing it. People just didn't know it because it looks more like their hair than ours. That's why.
Cause I seen a white dude that had dreads. I'm like, how did he get dreads?
Interlocking. It's a needle you get there and it kind of like what do you call it when your hair tease? It kind of tease your hair as you doing it, and when you interlock it.
But I thought their hair was like real fine to where it don't mat up like that.
It will mat up. It's almost like rubbing something together like this. You see what I'm saying? You making it matte.
Okay, so how do you feel about? Do you do dreads?
I used to do dreads. When I did braids, I did dreads too.
So it seemed like dreads and braids kind of people who do that. That's what they do.
That's what they do. Facts, yes.
So what's the big difference? Because it's all doing hair.
The difference is, I mean, they're considered more natural styles. It's not weaves, you know what I'm saying, or anything like that. It got to do with intertwining the hair. You see what I'm saying? So that's what that is.
The natural, and that's something I was just thinking about that. So how do you feel about natural hair?
I love natural hair. Because people should start caring about their natural hair more.
And you know what? I don't even want to put this but I feel like black women should embrace that more.
I think they should too, but they didn't went to so many people and different people that don't care about their hair up under there. Their hair be so damaged sometimes, or ain't got no edges, or their hair is short. It's kind of hard for them to wear their real hair.
So how do you get edges back?
If you ain't did too much damage, because it's a such thing called traction alopecia. And that's where if you either steady pulling weaves out, or you steady getting braids too tight, or you steady getting weaves too tight, and you're snatching, if you keep doing it in the same spot, after a while, it will never grow back again. And it's called traction alopecia.
Dang.
Yeah. So if that doesn't grow back ever again, then you have to pretty much wear a weave.
So is it so when you get that, so it ain't no reversal to that?
Not if you have alopecia. No.
Really?
Yeah.
You know what? I didn't really ever know.
Some alopecias, your hair grow back, but you have phases. They call it like phases where it'll grow back, then it'll come back out again.
I didn't know what that was until they was talking about Jada Pinkett. But I'm like, I guess so. I don't know how that works.
He's actually a white male client. He has full body alopecia. He has no eyebrows, no lashes, or nothing. And I come in and put a wig on him. He actually a little boy.
Full body. Now that's What is that? Like, is that something hereditary or
Yes,
that's
hereditary.
so somebody in his family must have this?
Yup. Alopecia is definitely hereditary unless you have traction alopecia, and it's just causing damage of the follicles from doing, you know what I'm saying, harsh stuff to your hair. Traction alopecia is caused by other people or yourself, but any other alopecia, most of the time, is hereditary.
So, do you have clients that have natural hair?
Yeah, all my clients natural. Honestly, ever since 2016 or so, people ain't been relaxing their hair really. Nobody really relaxes their hair anymore.
What is like a perm?
Yes.
Okay, that's the like professional way.
Professionally, a perm. Yeah, I ain't gonna get into that because that's professional. But yeah, relaxing and perm, two different things.
So why? I'm confused. So people don't do that no more. They don't relax their hair.
Nope.
Why not?
It's been linked to people getting fibroids and cancer from using relaxers, and causing hair loss too because of the chemicals in relaxers.
So what do they do? What's the alternative to
flat iron it?
Ain't that bad for your hair?
No, not if it's done right. That you put a heat protectant on it before you do it. You make sure you use the right shampoos and conditioners. You'll be fine. You flat iron it one time, you wrap it every day, you good.
That's some. Cause I used to have long hair back in school, and my mama used to burn the hell out of my hair. Like I don't know if that's she'd put some grease on it and do it. So that's
I remember you had braids.
Bingo.
Yeah.
That's why I was trying. That's why I was telling you. I'm like, I don't think she remember, but
yes, you had braids, and they weren't short braids neither.
Yeah, I did have long hair.
Yeah.
The crazy part about that is I cut them off because this is my personal opinion. Now, outside of like guys that get dreads and stuff like that, that's different. But I'm like you with the braids thing. Like that's like the kiddish. That was
childish,
high school stuff.
Yes.
Like I'm like.
That's the kids do braids. And I feel like that's for both genders, male or female. I don't like a male with braids neither.
But you know what? It's so different now in 2024
than when we came up.
Yes, because like I guess I'm still that way. Like if you high school, that was cool. But now everybody do so much different stuff now. Like grown people got this and that. And I'm like, dang, the world is so different.
Yeah.
Because you used to be looked at as a certain type of person with a certain hairstyle.
That's true.
That's crazy right there.
Yeah.
So I guess with the braid thing. Okay, so back to the natural. So what do they do? Like they just wear their hair down long, or they get it braided up, or the natural? When you said they're not doing relaxers no more.
Oh, see, people that don't do relaxers anymore. For women, mostly just wear wigs. Like I'm natural, and we do that because we don't want to flat iron our hair all the time. If we do, we'll have periods where we let our hair breathe. Probably wear a flat iron for like 2 weeks and braid it back up and put a wig on.
Let me ask you this, because I seen some stuff that was on. I can't remember why I seen it, but there was these girls going back and forth. Well, some girl asked a question. She said, "If you had a choice to permanently have your hair relaxed, would you do it?"
I wouldn't.
Why wouldn't you do that?
Because when you got that natural coil or texture to your hair, you can do more stuff with it. To me, it's got more texture to it.
And there was so many women on there like, I just had a permanent relaxer forever, and I'm thinking like, you know what? It's something that's beautiful in the natural hair, the way it is on black people.
And if you think about it, if you was to permanently keep your hair straightened, you wouldn't be able to get dreadlocks. Your braids wouldn't be able to hold up. It'd be harder for you to do sculpted hairstyles.
What is a sculpted hairstyle? You teaching me some stuff.
A sculpted hairstyle is like something like when people back in the day used to get maybe like let's see, like an updo, and it'd be having like circles and beehives, and it'd stick up tall like the 90s, you know, it'd be hard.
Like the finger waves and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So how do you feel about those type of hairstyles? Are they just gone old school?
I like them. I bring them back.
I think that's cool that when females do that type of stuff, because it's like, you know what? Girls that got these hairstyles now that's like down and it's like these little swoop. What are those little swoop things right there?
The baby hairs.
They look, I mean, they look good, but I was like, I was at the stoplight and there was two girls that was like, they was right beside me and I was looking over there at them and I'm like, they look just alike. They had the same hairstyle. I was like, they look like twins. And I'm like, why everybody doing the same hairstyle like that now?
It's easy because everybody's mostly natural, so it's easier just to put a wig on top of natural hair.
So the baby hair, is that a new thing? Or I remember everybody used to talk about baby hairs back in the day. So this different though now.
It's different now. It's definitely a new thing to me. I mean, people been doing it since the 90s, probably before then. But it's almost like mandatory with a lace now.
So that's another question. So what is a lace?
A lace is a fabric. It's like a fabric where it got little holes in it and you stick the hair in there. That's what makes it, be like this. Like what I got on is a lace. It gives you an illusion of a scalp. Then you can part it and kind of make it look like it's a real part.
Okay. Yeah. You teaching me some stuff with this hair. That's why I'm like, I had to ask all this stuff.
It give you if you want a different hairline, you can make you a different hairline with lace. You can make your parts how you want with lace. You can wear any color you want with lace, all of that.
Okay, so we covered that part. So from knowing the hair was going to be something you going to do, when did it start being like this thing, like Hollywood Tonya doing hair? Like you just been this talk like for a long time around the city.
Well, I ain't gonna lie, I had graduated hair school in I think 2011, 2012, and literally 1 year after me graduating, I was already touring the whole nation doing hair and doing celebrity stuff.
So was you doing was it part of the program that you was in with the school, or
no, this was something I did on my own.
So how did you do that though? That's what I'm like. How does that look like you traveling around the country?
Well, what happened was I don't know. See, when I first got out of hair school, social media wasn't a popular thing really too much back in 2011, 12. People wasn't really getting on there uploading their work. It was more so for people networking and college students, if y'all remember. You know what I'm saying? That's what social media is for. But in my mind, I'm thinking, like I said, I got to make this work. I'm a felon now. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm going to start uploading my stuff on social media, like back to back to back. Everybody going to know about me. Everybody going to book me. Every time I see somebody, I'm going to talk to them about hair. If I go to an event, I'm finna pass them out a card. I'm finna make sure you remember me. It was more so like I got to put myself out there. You know what I'm saying? So I had uploaded a picture. I'll never forget. I had started a page and I was like, I'm gonna just make this a hair page and I'm gonna just upload pictures every day. Sometimes I used to be on social media 12 hours a day because I'm trying to make it work. You see what I'm saying? So I had uploaded a picture one time and it went viral and it got almost 300,000 likes. And after that, my page, the numbers just was, every time I refreshed it, thousands of people just started following me from that picture.
Do you remember what hairstyle it was?
Yes. It was a bob. It was a bob.
See?
A two-tone bob. It was blonde at the top, brown at the bottom. I cut it with a V angle. It was a perfect shape and it was coming in.
So is that something can you see yourself wearing that again?
Yeah, I can see myself wearing it again. People still wear that hairstyle, which was crazy. That's why I said bob is timeless. It'll never get old.
So, you upload this. Was it a photo or video?
A photo.
It go viral. That's before viral was
viral. Yeah, it was like 2012 when this happened to me.
So did anybody famous reach out to you, or how?
I've done a couple of famous people here.
But I'm saying, like, to go from all these views, like, so. Did anybody like reach out far as they had pull? Like, hey, I want you to come do this or come around. Who was it?
I had New York from I Love New York. I had to do her hair on set. She had me come do her hair. I've done Tamar Braxton hair. I've done Renee Rucci hair. I've done Jada Waiter hair. I've done Yandy hair. So many people. Double Dose Twins. I've done a lot of people hair. I feel like I'm forgetting people right now. I am. I done a lot of celebrities hair.
So who was the first person hair you done? The celebrity?
New York.
I don't even know who
New
did.
York for My Love. She was on Flavor Flav.
Oh, it was the dark skinned girl?
Yeah, the crazy one.
Oh,
Yeah.
dang, that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
So did she reach out to you personally?
Yeah, she wrote me on my DMs on Instagram.
So did she fly you out there or something? Or how did that go?
She flew me to California.
So was that your first time in California?
No.
Well, you said you're from out there. Okay. So how did that go when you got out there?
She actually
was you nervous?
No, I actually was nervous. I was excited more than anything.
Cause that's some stuff that people will never experience, and that's why I wanted to like bring you on and talk to you about this. Cause people, they'll do hair their whole life and never make it past doing it in their house or something.
Yeah, I done been flew to California to teach classes, New York to teach classes, Panama to teach classes.
So have you taught I seen you be teaching your own stuff. Mm-hmm. So have you thought about doing like a school?
No, I thought about it for a split second, but then I changed my mind on doing it.
Why is that?
Because the industry has changed. Now, if I was older and got in the game at you know what I'm saying, a long time ago, school was cool because back then they used to make the regulations that were stricter. You know what I'm saying? You had to have your license to work in the shop. You know what I'm saying? The board was coming by. Now, and then the only way you learn how to do hair was school. Now, YouTube teaching them. The board don't care if you got a license. They letting people open up salons and stuff without licenses. They just doing it. And then now they saying it to the point where they trying to make it to where now that you don't have to have a license to do hair unless you're using chemicals, which is like a relaxer or color. But if you're just doing like a wig or weave, they don't care about you having a license for that.
I guess because
it's considered like
I guess you can't mess up nobody with chemical. I mean, with chemicals, you can mess up people.
Yes.
Like medically.
Yes.
Oh, so how do you feel about that?
I hate it.
Why do you hate that?
Because I feel like it watered down the game. Like when I first got out of hair school, a sew-in was starting off was $200-$300. Now you can get you a sew-in for $50. Because they didn't let so many people start doing it. Now it's just like everywhere. And then, you know, back then too, celebrities actually used to have hairstylists under contract. Now, celebrities, they just, whatever city they go to, who the coldest in the city, and you get your hair done. And they doing it for free. Back then, they used to pay stylists and put them on a contract to travel with them. Now, it doesn't mean anything.
I seen where Glorilla had posted this girl, and she was like, but she said something about she didn't like the hairstyle, but the girl was like, she did like it. How do you feel when celebrities do that type of stuff?
I thought that was a makeup incident. I thought that
was it a makeup?
Yeah,
it maybe was.
It was a makeup incident, but
oh my bad.
If celebrities do that, you know, I haven't had anything happen like that. So I mean, if they do it, I feel like take that constructive criticism and grow from it instead of getting mad. If somebody say they don't like it, ask them what you can do to fix it. If they don't want to fix, then learn what you can do better next time.
So do you feel like that you are helping people come up, you know, far as you know, just doing hairstyles and things like that?
Yeah, I had a salon downtown for 7 years, and at that time when I was touring too, so I would actually, every time I go to a different city or state, I would take a new hairstylist with me out of my salon to go with me and travel and make money as well too. I also all of my techniques, and I gave them all my marketing tips, all that. I kind of like passed it along when I opened my salon up.
So, what made you get out of the salon?
The drama, the hate, the money, like, and I feel like too, the money wasn't worth it.
It's is it just because of where we at? The money, it ain't enough to deal with that.
It's not enough to deal with that.
Okay.
It's enough. You can make some good money, but it's not enough for my peace of mind.
So, do you feel like just people like hating on you is the reason why this came about, or what?
What came about? Me not want to be.
Yeah,
it was more so hating because the thing is, once you have like a name people have motives. You see what I'm saying? Or people want to ride your wave. And sometimes when they do that too, sometimes they have underlying feelings towards you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Sometimes they can admire you, want to learn from you, but then also hate you for the same thing because they wish it was them in that position. And that's where I feel like a lot of times I butt heads with people.
And it be mostly black folks.
Right.
I'ma just say it, man. Let me tell you
nothing. They be so entitled. Like you can give the people the game, but they want you to hold their hand and do everything for them. Like if I give you the game, take that and run with it. I can't be your mother of hair.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that used to be an issue too. A lot of people would come to me expecting me to put them in the same position I'm in, not realizing you still got to do some of the work.
And then you can't really put them. You can put them on a path, but you can't put them in your position because it requires some type of work.
That's what I'm saying. They own work. Yes.
And see, you came up a different way.
Yes.
Like you really had to get it.
I had to get it, yes.
And it's crazy.
And I was a teen mom. I had a son at 16.
Okay.
So yeah.
And that was, and I seen that. You know, I had been following you for a long. I follow everybody friends on Facebook. It's crazy. You see somebody you ain't even following, you just know what they doing. It's crazy.
Right.
But I had seen that and I was like, dang, I wonder why it happened with the shop thing. But we ain't gotta go in there. So you made 80K in one day?
24 hours.
How though?
Are we recording? Are we recording already?
Yeah. Do you want to do it?
Yeah, I'm ready.
I mean, do you want to? I can always cut this stuff.
Oh, okay. I ain't know that. Okay, I'm ready.
It's recording. Do you want to talk about that?
Yes.
All right.
Nothing's off limits when you ask.
I'm gonna cut. Anything that you feel like.
Nuh-uh. I ain't saying nothing that I don't care about saying, you know. I
always edit whatever. I do all the editing.
I'm not one of the people that say something and then tell you, oh, don't put that in there. I'm just not going to say it. Like, what? That's crazy. People be like that.
Yeah, just tell me I ain't going to.
No.
I try not to be messy.
I'm an open book.
That's why people be trying to come do this with me because I ain't going to. Now, I will entertain crazy little stuff, but now it's like, I'm looking at a bigger brand, like I'm trying to build a brand.
Right.
And like, but you know, sometimes that message shit be selling though. I ain't gonna lie.
You said that because we was finna get pitched for a reality show and they told us it wasn't enough drama. That's why I didn't pick it up.
Who was?
It was me, this woman named Corto Mamalu. You know who it was? She was on Project Runway from Arkansas. She was one of the designers that won on Project Runway.
I don't be knowing none of them folks.
Yeah, like it was me and a couple people that just was really, really popular that was trying to pitch for a show called something about making it out or trying to make it out. It was something like that. But anyway, they had did a 3-day recording of everything and they just said it wasn't enough drama.
So they was trying to fabricate drama. They was trying to, cause that's all it is. Now y'all know y'all like them type of shows. Y'all be always on it.
I don't feel like since none of us really knew each other, we didn't have no drama.
Right. And how many of y'all was it?
5.
What network was gonna do it?
They was gonna pitch it to every network they could. They had reality shows on them.
Have you thought about doing something like that?
I do want to do something like that. The thing is,
that
people
drama
down
shit
here,
just crazy.
the people down here. Okay, so we had another one that we were trying to pitch. This was in when I was pregnant with my last daughter. This was in 2021. Yeah, I was pregnant in 2021. And I felt like it was the perfect show and I felt like it was going to do numbers. But the drama had got so intense that the people just started dropping from the show so we couldn't finish recording it. But I was like, this is what sells. Like I've been pitched for, I said, it's sad to say, I said, I've been pitched for reality shows before and we literally didn't get picked up because we didn't have no drama. I said, y'all got the drama and y'all got the looks, everything matches, but y'all literally taking this shit to heart instead of looking at it as a business.
Right.
I was looking at it as a business.
Right.
Like,
that's all it is.
Going. You know what I'm saying? But they so country and small minded down here. All they care about is how they feel. They don't care or they don't care about the bigger picture.
Right. Like it's because we was gonna do me and Salone. We was gonna, man. We still made
Salone actually recorded. Salone them actually recorded some of our stuff. Ask about the Jewels of Arkansas.
My ass them.
Yeah.
And I want to do this, but it's crazy with Little Rock. We was gonna do a pop the balloon.
The 2 versus 1.
Or we was gonna do one of those here.
Yes. Do mine.
I mean, if you want to link up and do that, I mean, I can film. We got the film. We got the cameras. We just need the people. I mean, and I can get people.
I can get the people too.
And like, you could be the host or something.
I want to be the one. I want to be the one that
You could be Arlette.
Who is Arlette?
The girl that be doing Pop the Room.
Oh,
She be walking with the microphone.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. I mean, that's if you. I feel like that me and this Salam do the same thing, but it's like I ain't on no crazy shit. Like I'm on some stuff. I got a vision on things.
Right.
And like Little Rock just don't be doing shit.
No.
And like
I want to do a like a Flavor Flav too, damn near like a
rent out like an Airbnb or something.
Yeah, I want to do that too.
Man, that'll be interesting, right?
Yeah, there. And do it for like maybe a couple weeks.
You could do it for a month. Do 1 month in the house.
Yeah, I want to.
Because that's what they do on that Temptation Island. They do 30 days, but that shit seem like it take forever. But it's because they air 1 hour episodes at a time.
Right.
And that's why it seemed like it take forever, like 6 weeks for the whole thing.
Yeah, I want to do something like that.
Let me know why. We can do that.
For the love of Hollywood or something.
You wanna be the main character. That's what it is. I know what it is. Anyway, so the 80K, you made 80K in 24 hours.
Yes.
How do somebody make money like that in 1 hour? 24 hours.
Well, what I did was capitalize off it being coronavirus. Everybody sitting at the house, so they ain't got nothing but time to either learn, invest, or something. You see what I'm saying? So I said, let me push them videos out. But what I did was I read a lot. So during the Great Depression, at the time, a lot of women and a lot of people could afford certain things. But I remember them saying lipstick was prospering during the Great Depression. Sales shot up for lipstick during the Great Depression because if a woman couldn't afford nothing else, they could afford lipstick because they had it so cheap. You see what I'm saying? So I took that concept and said, you know what? I had these classes at $120. Let me mark these classes down to $40 a piece. And I had 5-6 different classes they could order. So each one was $40. You see what I'm saying? So when I marked that down, and then I also had a rule of thumb where if you think about it, if you sell anything that's under $100, everybody got under $100 in their pocket. You see what I'm saying? So I was like, let me make it affordable to the masses. So after I had put that concept together, I said, let me drop this down to $40 and run it up. And that's what I did. And thousands of people ordered it. But another thing kind of contributed to that too, though.
That's it.
Let me tell you what else contributed to this. So this girl was beefing with me, right? From Little Rock. She was like such a weirdo. So instead of me beefing back with her while everybody's on my page, I'm going to run a special. I said, you know what? I said, since she want to beef with me, I'm finna mark these prices down to $40. Y'all get what y'all want off this website. And that's what it is.
That's good. See, I be thinking like that. People don't, I don't know. People put more energy into just like
just a negative and a negative only. They don't strategize. Yeah.
Man, and that's what I've been doing lately. Like that's so you capitalize off that. Now
3 different things. It being Corona, her messing with me, and trying to adapt the Great Depression situation into it too.
That's smart. That's actually real smart.
Yes.
So the 80K. So do you invest in yourself? Like do you like put back into your business like with hair and stuff like that?
I will order that much hair.
Okay, so
have on hand.
I know at one point people was talking about like people be stealing hair and
that has happened to me twice.
So how did they steal it from you?
They broke into my house. Two different.
Wait a minute.
times.
So people will break into your house
and steal hair? Yes, they broke into my house and stole hair.
No, but I mean, is hair really worth that much?
It's worth that much, especially if you ain't the one that had to pay for it and you get 100% profit and charge people hundreds of dollars.
Jeez. So
people correlate the hair and the dope game together all the time, and I don't know why.
And I don't even know like what to even say about. So did the people get caught?
No, I still to this day don't know who did it.
Do you have a feeling you know who did it?
No.
Really?
No.
That just, I mean, it's crazy. That's why I don't like people coming around me.
Yeah, that's what I said. And you know, what I realized is ever since I stopped having a salon, that hasn't happened anymore. Or ever since I just stopped associating with everybody and trying to be the people person, it hasn't happened to me anymore. Yeah.
So let me ask you this. So do you have like your like up and coming people that you like in the city? Like let's say if you could throw out 5 names that you would put out there that's from here that you would say, you know what, they coming up or they good. Like who would be somebody
in a certain category or just in general?
Let's do, I guess, 5 stylists.
5 stylists?
Yeah, that you would recommend that. And they ain't even gotta be on your team, you know. You ain't gotta be 5 people that you under you, you know, just people that you respect, your peers and stuff like
Tristan Hobbs.
Who is that? I don't know.
Tristan Hobbs, he actually worked in my salon for 4 years.
So that's a guy.
It's a guy, yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
I heard that guys be doing hair better than women.
They do hair good. They do hair. They equal. They always trying to say hair better than women. They do it just like we do. Yes. But Tristan Hobbs, a girl named Shantae Matthews, a girl named Whitney Jones. That's 3. A guy named Durante Ross. That's 4. And then my 5th one would be who else would I like? Who else do I like to do hair? I them 4 for sure.
What about somebody that don't everybody know? That, you know what I mean? Somebody who's like, they good, but don't nobody really know about them yet. Like somebody that's young, that's coming up.
Oh, who good that don't nobody know about? Oh, wow. Oh, and my 5th one would be Detrick. This guy named Detrick. I thought about him. Who else that don't nobody know about?
Cause if people see this, they gonna see this interview and they gonna run it. I'm telling you this.
I like this girl that do her name Snook.
Oh,
her name's Snook. I like the way she does hair too.
So is she from around here? Like,
yeah, she actually been doing hair longer than me. Actually,
really?
But yeah, but she.
So she older.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Mm-hmm. You know what? Them be the best folks that's cutting in their house and doing hair. I mean, I ain't saying she in the house.
Shop, yeah.
But I'm saying like the people who like you've been doing, you're almost 40. You've been doing it forever and you know the basics to the hair game.
Right.
So, you know, everybody cutting corners. I seen this girl did some super glue in her hair. I was like, what the?
Yeah, they cutting corners bad, but that's why a lot of people ain't got no hair. That's why they got to keep wearing weaves. And that goes back to they not going to hair school, and that's why I don't want to open up a hair school because you know people aren't going to school like that anymore.
So what do you think that are you looking to? Okay, so you don't want to start a school. I mean, you would like to, but it's the whole politics of it.
The politics has changed, exactly.
So, like, what do you see that you can see yourself doing as far as teaching people? That's just online stuff, just tutorials.
I feel like online is where it's at, and if you look at it, that's the way of the world now. Everything is shifting.
And people getting hot overnight. Like everybody talking about this girl
that's doing the cooking.
Yeah, like, what the fuck is that? Because I seen her video and I had seen it though, where she wouldn't, and then everybody talking about it. But I'm like, what is the catch with this?
Yeah. So I am mostly focusing on everything digitally and virtually. So I don't have a desire, honestly, to be on doing anything physically anymore. I want to stay virtual. Right. If I could build my brand big as far as hair, big as a Walmart or big as a you know what I'm saying, something like that with my hair, that's what I want to do.
Okay.
Like basically distribution, you know what I'm saying? Besides them just getting it from me, I want them to be able to get it from their hair stores, get it off Amazon, get it off Walmart website, you know, see what I'm saying? That's what I really want to do.
I actually got a cousin that got a hair store here in Little Rock. Taylor Made.
Yes, I know who Taylor Made is.
That's my first cousin.
She had, I don't know if that was her niece, that might be your cousin. Her niece had actually used TaylorMade as a model for one of my classes.
Kiasha. That's her. Yeah.
But they call her something else on Facebook.
Now that, what do they call her?
Thick.
Yeah.
She had actually came to my class with TaylorMade and did her hair. I had like a boot camp and she came to it.
Okay. Yeah. So they're my cousins, and
okay.
They've been having that shop up there for a little bit now.
Yeah, they've been having it for a minute now. Yeah.
So, have you thought about doing a store like that?
No. Let me tell you why. I'm gonna go back to digital. You know why? With digital, you have no overhead.
You ain't gotta have all that inventory on hand.
You ain't gotta have all that inventory on hand like that. You don't have to be personable. You see what I'm saying?
People just order and you give them a time, 5 to 7 days, and you get it coming. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It cuts a lot of stuff down. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And I feel like it's more profit for you when you don't have overhead and things like that. You know,
especially when you can ship it directly to them.
Yeah.
Because people used to be meeting people and all that stuff.
I still do that. Where they can
that's dangerous.
And that's why I say it's personable. But now I have people to where people can pick it up. You know, in store, on hand, online, so they can pick it up anytime or either get it shipped. Yeah, but I'm more geared towards digital, and then I also am geared towards veering into real estate, which I've not.
Man, that's some Airbnbs is what I'm trying to really get off into all the way. Like, but man, it's a lot of money in that shit.
Yeah, I done actually bought 2 houses at an auction already.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, you need to let me know. You need to let me know about this stuff.
Yeah. I'll let you know.
Because I ran into a guy, he be doing Airbnbs. He was telling me all the money he make. I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
And he's like, it ain't. I'm like, I'm going to look into that.
Yeah.
So, top 5 barbers.
Top 5 barbers.
These videos going to go viral, I'm telling you.
Low Stokes is one of the barbers.
Low Stokes, yeah, I know him. I grew up.
Who else? DeCarlo White is a good barber to me. Blake Moody is a good barber. That's 3. Let's see who else. He don't. Do he count if he moved? Do they count if they moved to a different state?
How long ago?
More than 5 years. So now, okay.
Let's say here.
Okay. So, it's another barber that I like. And excuse me, she's a stud. I'm trying to remember her name. Coates. Her last name is Coates.
Coates.
Her sister's name, Paige Coates. Peyton Coates. I think that's her name.
Okay.
She's a good barber. Kanaja, she's a good barber. That's 5. And I want to add also Scooter the barber. That's another girl barber, but 6.
You naming our female barbers. What the guys said? Low Stokes, okay.
I said Low Stokes, DeCarlo White, Blake Moody, Deshaun Dotson. That's 4. Deshaun Dotson does good, and he actually does man wigs too, like the pieces.
Okay.
And then I love the people at Goodfellas. Shout out to Goodfellas.
Goodfellas been around for a long time.
I love them. They normally produce good barbers. So I name 4 people, but I'm going to name a barbershop and I'm going to say Goodfellas.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Let me throw my barber. I ain't been to him in a while. He go kill me with it. TKO the barber. That's guy that he do music and stuff. So shout out to him.
Okay.
And then Rashira,
I went to barbering school with Rashira. She does good too. But you said don't name no more females. I was gonna keep going.
So me and her are like related too. So her sister is my niece.
Oh, okay.
Roshni, I
went to school with Roshni. She went to how?
Her brother is my brother. I mean, her daddy is my brother.
Oh, okay. I know all of them.
So and it's crazy because me and her about the same age. Everybody used to be like, how is she your niece and y'all the same age?
Yeah, y'all about the same age. She just a little bit older than you because I remember her being older than me. Yeah.
Well, she like maybe 5-6 months younger than me.
How old are you?
37.
Oh, so you just 1 year older than me.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
So so that's her sister.
Yeah,
but
that's her
it's
big sister.
yeah. So they don't. She more like I can't even say married into. I mean, that's her
I get what you're
sister.
saying. Yes.
But yeah, and I've been seeing her come up. She been doing her thing.
Yeah, Rashid been doing her thing too.
I didn't even know y'all even did that stuff.
We went to barber school together.
Everybody, people not networking though. Like you don't really know that until you see that.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, so the top 5 barbers. It's gonna be some people see this and they gonna be like, man, man.
And if I forgot anybody, I'm sorry, but because he only told me 5. If I could name 10, I would have did 10.
I mean, you would actually name like 10 of them here, actually, because I ain't never heard of none of the female barbers that you saying.
It's a lot of female barbers that's hard to me that I feel like are better than men, actually.
Do you feel like Arkansas or Little Rock will ever get over the hump far as...
No.
Dang, okay, explain why.
I don't feel like Arkansas gonna get over the hump is because when I say small town, small mind, that is definitely a thing. Like after you travel so much, and I done traveled a lot and get to talking to people, the mentalities and how they view things and the perspectives be totally different. And I feel like Arkansas is more of a stuck in a ways content state where, you know what I'm saying, they just gone. Ugh. And then I feel like also they don't look at, Arkansas people don't never see a bigger picture. They always see right now, right there. You see what I'm saying? Right. And I feel like that's a big issue. Also, too, people in Arkansas don't believe in working hard to me. It's easy to be a big fish in Arkansas. Easy. And I'm speaking from experience. After me having a shop for 7 years, I realized, okay, now I see why I'm in the position I'm in, because after having a shop, you see that people don't, they just don't.
Why do you think that? What do you see?
Not being exposed to enough. Not being.
You're right. You are right, because I didn't get to do a whole lot like growing up and stuff. My mom and them didn't really never had nothing, but I done been around and traveled, and you see stuff and you be like, damn, like,
yeah. Not being exposed and not being in different rooms to meet with different calibers of people.
And people don't understand. Like, sometimes you gotta cut all that hood shit off, like
the hood stuff, the distractions, and you know what I'm saying, and look at stuff at a bigger picture.
And feeling like you gotta please everybody. That's another one of our problems.
Oh, please everybody locally. Everybody's stuck on. Let me tell you what I noticed about people in Arkansas too. Sorry when I say this. Once y'all get locally popular, that's all it takes for them. After that, it's the big head that don't care about nothing else no more. After that, as long as they next door neighbor know them, they don't give a damn. Once they make it locally, they feel like they made it, and then it stops there.
And it's crazy. And you're right. You are absolutely right about that, because doing this, what I do, and I go around people who really like say cheese, like Sean kind of say cheese, and I'm like, damn, these dudes really making they rich off doing this shit.
Yeah. And
it's like you would never think. I could see it, but it's like you gotta actually get out there.
That's the thing. They don't. They keep it in a circle. And let me tell you what Arkansas got bad too. And from me just outside looking in, they like to network with most of their friends and the people in their circles. They don't never step outside the box enough to me. You see what I'm saying? If they gonna do something here, they do it with the people here. You see what I'm saying? Or everything is just locally based. I don't feel like they think outside of it.
That's crazy. When I went and seen them dudes doing it, I'm like, these dudes, multimillionaires doing this, like,
yeah.
But you know what? When you meet people like we come from such a hating type back, like people.
Yes.
When you meet these people, I ain't gonna say all of them, but you meet some of the people, they really be putting you on, and it's about relationships.
Yeah, and that's what we don't have here.
I was like, oh my God, I didn't know that it was about relationships. It ain't about no money. I mean, it is, but it ain't. Once you know people and they say, hey, go talk to this person, they put you this person in contact.
And then that's when the money comes.
Man, that's the thing.